National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, here comes Emari DeMercado. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by the seventh-year quarterback from Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
You know the biggest positive for Kyler a season ago? I really believe this, Kate. He was healthy. Right, we talked about the greatest ability being availability. Well, he was healthy for fully 17 games, something he hadn't done the previous 2 years.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Play action now. Murray. Throw is there. Trey McBride. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Now run with DeMercado. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st and 10, Murray. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead right away. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3-and-out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Cowboys butting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. They're going play action. It's Murray. Got his man. That's Zay Jones. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
It's Knight on the carry. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. DiMercado on the carry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to DiMercado. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
2 yards. That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal, Arizona.
I mean, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here's another for him. And he does not get in. They stop him at the 1. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
He finds it right side. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. Average team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they haven't got their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Keeps away from one. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain, making 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Dak to the air here. Was secured by George Pickett. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Prescott takes off with it. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back to within 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Set up the screen here for Harrison. Short pickup to their own 31. Brought down by Deron Bland.
Marvin Harrison Jr. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw, Murray. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. And they'll throw, 3rd and long. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Fourth down punt coming up. So on comes Pat O'Donnell. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead with Williams. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Luda Baker bringing that one to an end.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Dak now from the gun. They cross the 40 on a nice run. And he gets this down to the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Up the gut they go with Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have 3rd down and 8. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. They'll run the toss for Williams. It's inside the 10. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
These running backs love getting to the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. There's the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Bronco. And jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Play action, Prescott. Complete out to the right side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal. Prescott here from the gun. Cardinals getting close, and they take him down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. When you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance, because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Aubrey puts it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
take that lead, cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. DiMercato bringing it back. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, this is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking the guys on these routes and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off. Man, that can be so difficult to defend.
Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
First down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Arizona.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Play action now, Murray. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Throwing on 1st down. Here's Murray. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the 1st down on that run.
11 more yards.
When the play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's DiMercato. Room inside the 10. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
From the red zone now. Has it down close.
Murray's pass. Complete to Trey McBride. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Running his 9th. He's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Now from the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and goal. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
A run here. This is DeMercado. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on down to the end zone.
Well, a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The Cowboys offense headed out there. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's keeping it. And Prescott finds him at first as he slides down to end the run.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Throwing on first is Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Dak off the play fake. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Handout goes to Williams, running right. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Now we're going to have a break in the action as one of the Cardinals is in some pain, and they'll be out to look at him. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. From the gun is Prescott. That's caught by Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Hits him on the out route. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. On-time standout, Calais Campbell there for the stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, It's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Dak. Finds Pickens left side. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up.
It's fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Throwing again is Dak. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Look to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys. Looking at 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Short pass brought in. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running right, it's Williams. He got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they bring him down at the 7-yard. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's only a chip shot from the right hand. Aubrey puts it through, and that gets them back within 5.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Dortch now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cardinals offense making its way out. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's good. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Arizona.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Murray here on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Makes the catch. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start this series with an option left. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Dak to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. He'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with DeMarcano. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's a game to DeMarcano. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's running for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate sleeping quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
1st down, ball at the 36. Man in motion here. 1st and 10, Murray. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. DeMarcano on a carry. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Kyler looking to throw. He's got Jones for the completion. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Play action now, Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
The sack defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12. Off the play action, here's Murray. Connects on the crosser. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
You know, he never stared him down, but that was such a good job by the quarterback to keep his eyes downfield. Keep working as that shallow cross. Those crossing routes so devastating for zone coverage.
Murray with the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Cardinals 1st down. A gain of a yard. 1st down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Sending him on the dime. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Back to the well again. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Setting up the screen. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals push their lead further to start the half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals push the lead up to 12.
21. Cowboys 9.
Set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Dak now from the gun. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson makes the play. Well, Brock, they could have gone wrong to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin. But when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
at the 33 for first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Murray keeps it. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Cardinals, first down. A gain of 12. And a Cardinal first down.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he's going to have him a first and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. DeMercado is in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Cardinals.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals go up by 19.
Cowboys 9.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They've got first down from the 31. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Dak to the air here. Into traffic, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
3rd down, line to gain, 9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to the... He's got it deep downfield. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Williams now on 1st and 10. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
I know that jet sweep didn't result in a home run, a splash play, Kate. That's a body blow. And boxers, they love to go to the body because if they do it enough, they know that knockout can come.
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5. Prescott here from the gun. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Williams. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he takes it into the end zone for a down-ish touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Cowboys 16.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, the game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's DiMercato. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Offense to the line. Second down. Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Jr. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got McBride complete. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing on first down. Here's Murray. This one's caught. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
With these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. If you don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Run here. This is DiMercato. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Third and long. They're going to throw. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Arizona.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They're going play action. It's Murray. From left side, caught by Higgins. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Here's Kyler to throw. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Across the 20, continuing the work. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Murray keeps it. Has some room to work. And they take this in for the score. Chiefs make it a 3-score game in the fourth. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. His third total score in this game. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First and 10.
Hey, we working up the wide receiver. We working.
First down, here's Dak. From the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the gun is Prescott. They left him wide open. It's complete. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 31-yard play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Stepping up, and he's going to run.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now Dak to throw. He's calling his own number again. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
For a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's Dak. Dump off pass to Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions.
first thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Cowboys 23.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cardinals and Amari DiMercato to take over once more. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He can run it. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution of plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. No run with DiMercato. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cardinals.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's a game to DiMercato. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
This was not hit well. It's headed for that sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They've got 1st down from the 31. Dak now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2-minute warnings there to help them, but still need 2 scores and just have that lone timeout left. 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Dak throwing again. Completed over the middle. And he's gonna be brought down at the 23-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Dak out of the pistol. That's caught at the 4. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now within 1 score in the 4th.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from the tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys trim the deficit down to 5.
Cowboys 30.
They must recover this onside effort. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got 1 timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that 1 timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
The Cardinals in possession of it once again. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
On first down, they'll run. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall? No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going to pass it here. He brings it in. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Hauled in again, it's McBride. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. So instead of running 3rd down again, they decide to bring up 4th and let him keep the gain on the last play.
That penalty is declined.
The Cardinals out for the punt. It'll be Pat O'Donnell doing the honors. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And he makes the... Wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Setting up to pass. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
You can't start a fire without a spark. Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Back to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
Okay, Brock, I think the officials double and then triple check this with their coach. But yes, they are indeed choosing to decline the penalty and letting that touchdown stand.
Kate, if there is ever a moment that defies all explanation on the football field, that may be it.
They're going for 2 here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point.
Look to throw it. And he's into the end zone. So that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups, and that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Kyler throwing here. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2. One final shot here. He's keeping it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.